Assalamu alaikum. Today's an excellent topic, Vision 2050, fighting for global food security through science, innovation, and hope. This is a perfect lecture to deliver nowadays because this is the biggest challenge: how we feed 10 billion population up to 2050. This is near about 15 minutes lecture. I know the people have no time to listen more than 1 hour, half an hour lectures, so that I confine and I will complete this within 15 minutes. How we fight this global threat, that is Vision 2050, fighting for food security. Me, Dr. Ahmed Mushtaq, plant breeder and genetics scientist. My dear friends, by the year 2050, the world, will host nearly 10 billion human souls, 10 billion dreams, 10 billion hungers, and 10 billion hopes. But the real question is, will we have enough food to feed them all? This is a big question. Every time a child is born, it's not just a birth, it is a responsibility upon us. The scientists, the farmers, the innovators, to ensure that no human ever goes to bed hungry again. Today, I speak not just as a scientist, but as a soldier of science. Fighting a silent war, not with guns or grenades, but with genes, with seeds, and with ideas. My dear, the challenge before us is, let us face the truth. We are losing fertile land every minute due to urbanization, soil degradation, and climate change. We are fighting a triple threat, not a single, but a triple threat. Number one, population explosion. Number two, climate crisis. Number three, declining agriculture productivity. Every year, unpredictable floods wash away the hard work of farmers. Droughts turn fertile fields into deserts, and heat waves threaten the very genetics of crops. My dear, if the Green Revolution of 1960s saved the world from famine, then the Genes Revolution and Artificial Intelligence Revolution must save us again by 2050. The power of science, our modern weapon. In our laboratories, we don't just see seeds, we see solutions. We don't just handle DNA, we handle destiny. Through plant breeding and genetics. We can create crops that are: number one, drought tolerant, disease resistant, nutrient rich, and capable of thriving in harsh climates. The future belongs to biofortified rice, drought tolerant maize, heat resistant wheat, and multi-citrus tolerant oilseeds. For instance, scientists in India developed Savarna sub 1 rice, which can survive under floodwater for 14 days, a miracle for farmers of Bihar and Assam. In Africa, the development of drought-tolerant maize has increased yield by up to 30%. Under citrus conditions, you know the conditions of Africa. And in our own labs, through molecular breeding, mutation breeding, and CRISPR, based genome editing, we are rewriting nature ethically and intelligently to protect our future. My dear, the scientists' responsibility. My friends, we are not just researchers, we are guardians of the planet food future. Each experiment, each cross, each gene insertion is not a task, it is a promise. A promise to that child in Africa who waits for a bowl of porridge, a promise to that mother in Asia who sacrifices her meal for her children, a promise to that farmer whose sweet feeds our cities. From green revolution, my dear, to gene revolution. From green revolution to gene revolution. In the 1960s, when India faced famine, visionaries like Dr. M.S. Swaminathan and Norman Borlaug didn't wait for miracles. They created them. They gave us high-yielding varieties of wheat and rice and saved millions of lives in India. Now it's our time to lead the gene revolution. This revolution will not be about fertilizers and pesticides. It will be about gene editing, artificial intelligence, and data-driven breeding. Data-driven breeding. We must integrate artificial intelligence, machine learning, and genomics assisted selection into every breeding program. Imagine drones mapping crop health, satellites predicting soil fertility, and AI models suggesting the best crosses for yield and resilience. That's not science fiction. It is a vision 2050 in action. In action, my dear. Our vision: food security with sustainability. Food security is not just about quantity of food, it is about quality, accessibility, and sustainability. We must ensure that future food systems are: number one, smart, driven by technology; sustainable, protecting soil and water; and socially inclusive, benefiting small and marginal farmers. Our goal is to produce more food with less land, less water, and fewer emissions. The role, the role of youth and innovation. To the young scientists listening to me, don't just work in labs, work with farmers. Listen to other pain, listen to their pain, understanding their soil, and make your science a solution, not just a publication. Not just a publication. Let us make science emotional. Let us make science emotional, because science without emotion is machinery. Remember this. But science with purpose is humanity. When you plant a seed, you are not just growing a plant, you are growing hope, dignity, and life. Global collaboration. One planet, one purpose. One planet, one purpose. Food security cannot be achieved by one country or one scientist. It requires global collaboration, the unity of knowledge, and the brotherhood of science. Whether it is a rice from India, maize from Africa, or barley from Europe, every crop tells the same story. We survive together or we perish together. We survive together, we perish together. Examples of hope and innovation. Golden rice, my dear, enriched with vitamin A, saving millions from blindness. Beta cotton, empowering small farmers by reducing pesticide use. CRISPR-Cas9, editing allowing precise modifications to enhance yield and resistance. GA3, priming and seed biotechnology, accelerating germination and improving vigor of seedling. And in our region, researchers on oat varieties for human consumption and brassica oil improvement is not just academic. It is the foundation of nutritional security. It is the foundation of nutritional security, my dear. Our mission for 2050. By 2050, we must achieve number one, zero hunger, every human fed. Number two, zero waste, every grain valuable. Number three, zero exploitation, every farmer respected. We must build a world where science is not in ivory towers but in the farmer's hands, where laboratories and lands are connected by compassion and innovation walks hand in hand with ethics. With ethics, my dear. Now, my closing words, the flame of hope. The flame of hope. Remember, the future of humanity lies in a seed, and the protectors of that seed are we, the scientists. Let us fight this war for food security, not with fear, but with faith. Faith in science, faith in humanity, and faith in the future. And faith in the future. Because when the lost grain of soil, when the lost grain of soil kisses the last drop of rain, and the lost seed sprouts into life, that will be our greatest victory. Let us stand together and say, we are not just growing crops, we are growing the future. We are growing the future. We are growing with the future. My dear, the destiny of nation depends on how they treat their soil and seed. My dear, how they